This is what you all have when you click on your tool chest. This is a concept that no one except Bluebeam has. And so you've got your different tools. You got sequences and actions. We got curves. We got symbols, proofreading symbols, which I would never use because you don't want me proofreading stuff. And then we got shapes. So you can create these buckets and create these tools and then share them. So the whole idea is if you're doing takeoffs or you're doing punch lists or you're just doing a job site visit, you can have the same tools so you don't have to recreate them every single time. So we've got our tools here. So if I want to call out window, we just click on it and we come in here and we drop it and we just type in whatever text we want. And now we've got our comment on there. We can draw a line with an arrow. And as Braden pointed out earlier, so if is our properties toolbar, as soon as I highlight, if you look, watch my screen right here, there's nothing there right now. If I click on that, all my properties come up. So if I want that, make that line thicker, I just dial her up a little bit. And so right there at the top of your screen, you've got it. But if you click off the tool, that goes away and maximizes your screen real estate. So another thing that I don't know if we pointed out, but a single click, when your mouse hovers on there to open your and close your panels, one click will pop those open and closed. So going back to our tool chest. So we've got these basic tools. So if we come up here and go to tools markups, you'll notice that we got some buckets here. But the markup tools are broken into buckets. So you got your text tools here at the top. So you got a text box, a typewriter, the notes, call outs, then you've got your pen tools, they call it. Then you've got your line tools. Then you got your shapes. And then they've got these special ones, the Cloud and the Cloud Plus. So that they've got image, you can put pictures on there. So you can go from file, from a camera, from a scanner. And so you can play with that. So if we wanted to mark up an image, and we just grab it and put an image on the drawing, hit open. And now you'll notice my cursor has changed and I've got this little picture icon. If I just click, a single click, that picture is going to come in at full size if it's can behave. Yeah, so it just covers the whole thing. So I'm going to hit the old delete key on that and show you the difference here. So if we go to tools, markup, image from file, grab a picture and hit open, we can actually just drag and drop and then fit an image right in there the way that we want it. Man, my computer is getting pokey. So there you can just pop a picture in there. You can grab it then and move it around to wherever you want to put it. And y'all don't need to look at that, but that's how the picture tool works. So tools, markup, they've got the text box and a typewriter. And these are, Acrobat's got those two. So that's very, very similar. So if we go to the text box, we draw a box and we start typing text and there it fills in. So, and then the properties of your box are up here. So right now I've got no fill. If I want to highlight my box, one single click, I got it. If I want the line to be a little thicker, because I've got no line, we can dial that up. So now you notice I got a border on there. If we want to change the font size, we can highlight the font and then change that to 26 point, boom, just like so. So you can play with these things and make these markups and comments and any way that you want to do it and change the type of font and everything. So all of your, if we wanted to change that into a circle, one click just like that, and now it changes it into a circle. And I apologize, I got to shut my email down. It's starting to get crazy. So just like that, you can add these things in, then you can grab them and move them, and you got them like that. So the tools are there, markup staying on that. If the typewriter tool is just that, you click and you just start typing. And if I zoom in here, I type really good. So Greek text it is. But there you go. So you got a typewriter tool. That's great for like filling out forms And any kind of document that doesn't have form fields for you to type in, you can just grab your typewriter tool, just click on it and start typing. And it'll start filling things in for you. So we've got pen tools. Braden kind of showed you the highlighter. We can do a pen, which is a free form kind of pen. I don't know why the computer is being so pokey here. So you can just draw like that. And then again, your toolbar properties are here. You've got the note, that's just like the Post-it note. That's one that Adobe has. You can put that in, close it, and it's got the documents right there. Tools, markup. Slow down there, Sparky. Here we go. Then you've got your line tools, lines, arrows, arcs, polylines, dimension lines. And then you've got your shapes, rectangle. So if I wanted to draw a rectangle in, I could do it just like so. If I selected that same thing, and I've got it over here, so you can use the shortcuts too. If you hold down Shift, it'll make a perfect square. Same with the ellipse tool. So if I just draw a circle, I can guess at a circle, and that was really bad. Or I can hold down Shift and drag, and it's going to make it a perfect circle. So perfect square, perfect circle. Just hold down the Shift key as you're activating that one. Any questions on those? I know I go really fast, so if I need to slow down, just tell me to slow down. So you can use a markup, and you notice they have this concept over here called recent tools. So I created this really stupid, ugly markup here. If I wanted to reuse that, all I've got to do is click on it, and I can put that on another page of the drawing or on the same drawing in another place or whatever. So my favorite button there is the Fit Page button. And I can pop it back so I got the full screen, and now I can move that around. But you can start to reuse the tools. If I wanted to put that picture back on, it's still in my recent tools. We can put it right back in there, and away we go. So it makes it really, really easy to reuse tools. And that's how these are all built. So you build the tool. Some of these are a combination of a circle with a text box for the number in there and generate counts. So you can build those tools, save them, and then reuse them. So I think, let me pop into a different profile, just to give you an idea. So I'm going to pick on this one for a second, because I think it'll make some sense to you. Area planning, that's the one I was going for. So this is a profile that helped ESA do. So we've got these different icons. These are all measuring tools, but you can begin to segment areas of a building. And so if we're just going to take this room here and we're going to cancel that. It didn't save it. So these are actual measurement tools because they're going to give us the square footage of that area. So we can put a calibrate or put a scale in there. I'm just going to input one. And we'll just say 1/4 inch equals a foot and set apply scale. So you'll notice right there, it already added up 114.66 square foot. So kind of jumped into measuring there real quick. But you can see how they have predefined tools. These are all actually the same exact tool, but they change. If you look over here in the properties bar, the subject and the label. And then you just save that. And that's as difficult as coming down here and adding it to whatever tool chest that you want and saving it that way. So you can have all these defaults set up, and then at the bottom there, you can just save it. And if you make changes to it, hit the set as default button. And that's how you can create a tool and use and reuse it all the time. And if I wanted to add one of these to a toolbar, I can simply drag it and drop it down there, or I could right click on it and add it to my tools and move it around. So, and as I showed you earlier, if I highlight that and hit my properties window, I can add it to a tool chest this way. So there's always 16 ways of Sunday to do the different things, either a right click in a menu, a pull down menu from the top, or go on the properties and add it in that way. So like any other software, there's a number of different ways to accomplish the same thing. Some people are comfortable with right clicks, other people want to walk through menus. So you notice though, as we open these panels, we can start to really lose screen real estate and not have a lot. So to, to close those, once that highlights, one single click and you can pop those babies closed and get it. And then one of my favorite buttons is the full page, and boom, that centers it in. So